Grab your boards. Welcome all surfers to Wavvy's Atlantic Ocean. Surf, 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 baby. You wanna surf on the title, Wavy? Yeah. Twerk, baby. For certain, she moving so perfect. Surf, baby. You wanna surf on the title, Wavy? Twerk, baby. I'm loving the way that you surf it.
All my niggas, they gang bang, and all these niggas do the same thing. Counting money, living insane. Steady mobbing, let my flag hang. Told them I'm ready. I'm throwing them monster like Randy. I know that these niggas can't stand me, but the automatic come in handy.
Yo, you already know it's ATM Wavy, aka Mr. OMG, and you know it's me in this Wavy's world. Salute to all the surfers for pulling up. You already know it's another Surfer Nation situation. You feel me? Alright, we about to hit that wave cave. Yo, you already know we in that good old wave cave. Salute to all of you, the surfers, for pulling up. You already know, man. I hope everybody is doing good, or as good as they can be doing, mentally and physically, man, for real, because life is a mother F. I already know, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully everybody is smooth, and hey, hopefully I can help you pass some time with this video, you know what I'm saying? Take your mind off of whatever your mind is on, you know what I mean? So with that being said, of course, I appreciate I hit that like, that comment, and that subscribe. Yeah, appreciate all that, you feel me? So I got my dry erase board over here with a couple of notes, but of course, that's going to be in relation to the clip I'm about to play. And this clip right here, yo, I ain't gonna lie, this shit kind of real to me, you feel me? And I'm sure y'all gonna be like, damn, man, that's real for real. And of course, it's pertaining to your boy Wack100, man, Wack100. So, situation being a guy by the name of Baby Evil that claimed to be from Pacoima Piru. You know what I'm saying? Same set that Wack100 is from. He pulls up on a channel now. The channel that he originally pulled up from what the channel that I got this recording from, who got it from the original channel, is called SGBTV or SBGTV. That's supposed to be the original channel that had it, right? But I got it from a channel called No Cap, you know what I mean? So, you know, give people shout outs, you know what I'm saying, all that. But that's where I had got this little snippet from, right? So now on here, Baby Evil, he's gonna speak a lot about Wack100. Like, he's gonna say a lot of things, and nothing is favorable, right? Nothing is favorable. So I'm not gonna hold y'all too much longer, you know what I mean? I definitely got some, you know, some things to say about this. Like I said, I got my dry erase board right here with just a couple of pointers to make sure I don't forget. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and run this clip. And after the clip, we'll get back to this.
Hey, what's going on, bro? That Baby Evil, bro. I'm from Pacoima Piru.
So how you feel about Wack repping Piru?
Hey, listen, I'm from he from the same neighborhood as me, bro. Just to be real with you. And
how you feel about him repping it though? Like on some real stuff?
No. See, that's what the internet got twisted, blood. Blood not from the turf, blood. You know what I mean? Blood. Let me just keep it all the way a buck with you, bro. He got into trouble when he was a kid, right? He went and did some time or whatever in the YA. You know what I mean? But he ain't never, as an adult, and he ain't never did nothing. You know what I'm saying? He changed his life for the better, whatever the case might be. But he made a mistake as a child. He was never around as an adult. You know what I'm saying? And once he got out, you know, he got his little, you know, bread together and whatnot. And he was more like the homie that you could call, blood, when one of the little homies got arrested or something. Because, you know, Wack got a bondsman that he, you know what I'm saying? He got a bail bondsman.
Okay.
So one of the little homies get caught with a burner or something, you know, whatever the case might be, you can call Wack. And Wack will call the fireman and get the little homie out. You know what I'm saying? With no money down, nothing, just off his word or however they worked it out. You know what I'm saying? So he was more like a resourceful homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then in like 2008, you know, when that Main Street case, you know, had happened, you know, the set, we had caught word that he, you know, he was involved with it. But we didn't get the paperwork till about 2012. You understand what I'm saying? Because you don't instantly get the paperwork. It takes some time. You know what I'm saying? For the people that in the pen and stuff to get the paperwork down to the hood. You know what I'm saying?
Solid.
So we get the paperwork 2012. We've been trying to call Blood to pull up to the turf so we can get home court about this paperwork. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to figure this out. He ain't been to the neighborhood since about 2010. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He ain't been around since 2010. You feel what I'm saying? And he used to be back and forth to like Oklahoma, I want to say, or Ohio. It was Oklahoma. It was definitely Oklahoma. He used to be back and forth to Oklahoma. And you know, once we got word of this, he felt like it was some pressure on him. You know what I'm saying? He felt like it was some pressure, so he stopped bailing homies out. He stopped doing all that stuff he used to be resourceful for. He finished. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So we like, wow, it must be true. You know what I'm saying? So we get the paperwork about the Main Street case, and it say CS2 back. Now anybody that been, you know what I'm saying, that been locked up and shit like that, you can put two and two together. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It don't gotta say your first and last name. If me and you drove in my car to go hit a bank on a Thursday, and then the person tell it was on a Thursday, we went and hit the bank, we rode in his car, I know who I was with. Well, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I know who I was with. But it ain't, to the masses, it may be kind of tricky to figure out who's what. But if me and you went and you told on me that I picked you up in my car, we went on Thursday at 3:30, I know who I was with on Thursday at 3:30 in my car. You know what I'm saying? So
facts.
So when it came out, CS2 back, it really was, it was a no-brainer. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It was a no-brainer that it was Blood. But I can't say this. Wack100 he's been in the middle of a lot of shit, bro. He's been in the middle of stuff that you'll question, and he gotta be working, because just being involved with that stuff, you're gonna at least get questioned. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
So the badge was the last straw, homie. The badge was the last straw, because any reputable street guy, ex-street guy, future street guy, whatever the case may be, that badge is the last thing you gonna ever have on your person, homie.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Facts.
As a street cat, as a retired, that's like Big Meeks walking around with a badge on it. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
It's gonna happen. It's not gonna happen whether you still in the streets, was in the streets, or about to be in the streets. You never gonna have no badge on you, homie. That's equivalent to like a wire or something, homie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when that surfaced the internet, Blood, it was more or less like, man, all this time, Blood been really them people. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
And you know, it's people in the hood too that they questioned Blood for years. You know, he got his couple of minions that he still rock with or whatever the case may be, but as far as him coming to the hood and he could pull up to any Piru set, it will not happen, homie. You know what I'm saying? He can't do it. He can't do it. And not because somebody gonna harm him. It's just he don't want to answer to these questions from real generals, though, homie. You see what I'm saying? Real generals got real questions for Blood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he don't want to answer to them questions, Blood. It's not the internet, homie, where you can spin your narrative, homie. The streets hold a different type of court. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if they got paperwork floating around that insinuates you in it, you gotta come to the turf and debunk it or tell us how it ain't you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you had no problem doing that, Blood, if it wasn't you.
Bingo.
You see what I'm saying? Because, you know, we can even get some of the people on the line that he implicated. You know what I'm saying? So he afraid of that he he pull up to the turf and we actually get on the phone with the homie that's in the pen about him. You know what I'm saying? He don't want that to happen, so he just keep his distance and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And I can't say this. He used to be a nigga with some bread. He don't got that same bread no more. He used to lead with his money. You know what I'm saying? Now he don't got that money no more, so it kind of deflated him, homie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my outlook on Wack100, man, he's not 100. You know, he's just Wack. You see what I'm saying?
He's just Wack.
He's just Wack. I mean, he's Wack. And he's not the gangster type of Wack. When we say Wack, he's not that Wack, bro. He's Wack, like corny. You know what I'm saying, Blood?
I agree all the way.
And you know, you out of town, so you really don't know how LA politics go. But he's not welcoming no Piru set, no Bloodhood, none of that. That's why you didn't see him at the pop out with Kendrick Lamar, homie. It was Bloods, Crips, that same ages, everybody except Wack100. But why do you think that was, man?
Because he can't pull up.
Come on, man. You can't pull out to the pop out when LA was reuniting after 20 years. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The pop out was a big major thing, homie. I seen some of my enemies there, homie. We shook it up, homie, and we was enjoying the evening. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what Kendrick did for the community, homie. It was similar to when Nipsey passed away, homie. It was enemies picking it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's solid.
Wack was nowhere to be found, though. You feel me? So that alone will tell you about his character. You know what I'm saying? For somebody that, you know, involved himself in every single thing that go on, bro, for you to not be at them two events, it'll tell you something about yourself, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo, bro, let me jump in. How do people feel about the situation with Big U and Loose Cannon, man? How they feeling out there about that? Do they feel like he played a major role in that taking place?
Well, this how we look at it, man. Just to keep it brief with you. What he do is he strategically bring people on these platforms, man. And what happens is he gets them to tell on themselves. You see what I'm saying? They bring them to these platforms and he strategically asks these folks certain questions to incriminate themselves, knowing that them people watch these platforms, man. You see what I'm saying? That's why you never gonna see no real in the field gangster go do no interviews. Them is interrogation rooms for real, bro. For the world to see.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? So any real active member ain't gonna go sit down up there. And if they do, they're gonna go up there and talk about their music career or whatever they're trying to promote. But if you talking about past dealings and what's been going on in the street, that ain't gonna never happen to no active member or ex-active member. So what he do, he brought Loose Cannon up there and really egged him on to start telling on himself. You feel what I'm saying, homie? Anybody that talk to Wack, he gather up data on you, homie. And whenever y'all fall out, that's when he gonna start releasing it, homie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Big U been punking Wack. You know what I'm saying? Big U been punking Wack out for 10,000, 20,000. You know what I'm saying? Wack would call it looking out, but nigga, you getting punked. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
that's it. But now he don't got that money no more like that. So he really, like I say, he feel deflated, homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, he say, "Oh, Big U, I paid Big U Warriors." He made you pay it, homie. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
It wasn't like you wasn't looking out, homie. Big U, man, a lot of people don't know this, homie. Big U was the Debo character. That's what they made Debo off of. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Yeah. I definitely already heard that one.
Okay, so that's his real MO. He really testing stuff. You know what I'm saying? So Wack was another victim, man, and that's why he's so happy that Big U locked up.
All right, so there you go, man. We're going it was a lot said in the full interview with a full video, like 40 minutes long. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how much of that full video is this baby evil dude. You know what I mean? Because I ain't watched the whole video. I'm gonna keep it real. But I took the clip that I had took, and that was that. You know what I mean? I stopped it. You feel me? So anybody want to see the entire video? You know what I mean? One of them channels I had named should be over there, you feel me? Now, I will say this, y'all go on No Cap channel. He do got a picture that he said supposed to be Baby Evil. It's not Baby Evil, it's Lil Evil. You know what I'm saying? Who's also from Pacoima Piru. And I read something that Lil Evil passed away, but I don't know if that's a fact, so don't quote me on that. But anyway, there is a Little Evil. So, which means it could be a Baby Evil. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's how the names go, you feel me? But it was no picture, it was no person you could see talking, it was just audio. So, you know me, I'm a skeptical person about certain things, especially with this internet, because for all we know, that's probably not even the real Baby Evil, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to still get into what he said. So, looking over here, one of the first things I'm going to point out is the fact that he said Wack is not from the turf, you know what I mean? That he just used to be over there or something along the lines of that he's not from the turf. But in the beginning, before he said he wasn't from the turf, he was saying, oh, he from my hood, you know what I mean? So I'm confused just off the rip about that statement. He started off saying, yeah, he from my hood, you know what I'm saying? We from the same hood, whatever the case may be, Pacoima Piru, boom. But then he turned around and said he's not from the turf. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was like kind of like a contradicting statement to me. And he been repping 2 P's and the B for the longest on the internet and everything. I never once heard nobody say that he's not from there. Now, going into something else the dude said, which I have heard plenty of times, that he don't come around the way he usually do. And you know, Wack100 will always say, nigga, one of the easiest ways to get caught up in an indictment and get a RICO and all that is going to these hood days, hanging in the parks, and you don't know who involved with what, dude taking pictures of dudes and all this and that. Now I'm saying, he said, he always say this guy right here saying that he ain't been there since, I can't remember the exact year he said, but 2008 or 2010, something like a long time. Now, of course, I'm gonna slide this clip in because Wack100 was just at the Pacoima Piru hood that just passed, coincidentally.
Yeah, nigga, Turf Day 201, nigga, in this motherfucker. Nigga, what they talking about the homie don't come through the set? It's the hood day. These niggas silly as a motherfucker, man. Look at this shit. Nigga, the hood day. Nigga, in this motherfucker, man. Gang with members, man. Members in this motherfucker, man. Nothing but members, huh? On 16. I told you, nigga, man. Members in this motherfucker, man. Whoa. IYGB, man. Hey, 12 folks sent me in there, nigga. You already know. Damn. Come on, yeah. In this motherfucker, man. They gonna hate this. Bucket dope, now I'm gang. Nigga, yeah, Turf Day. We in this motherfucker up. Nigga talk.
Alright, so boom. He with some homies. You know what I mean? It's their hood day. The dude that was the main person recording, you know what I mean? He's saying the noms and everything. And the noms, for those that don't know, the noms is a project out there in Pacoima. I don't know if it's still standing or they broke it down, but I know that's what Wack will always say. They say that he's from the noms. You know what I'm saying? So that also goes against what this Baby Evil dude is saying. You know what I mean? I don't know how I do it. I know some people probably were like, yeah, he ain't from there, and don't even listen to the video. Or like, come on, bro, like, cut it out. You gotta put the facts together. You know what I'm saying? So next, right? They basically trying to say they only use him for his resources and everything, you know what I mean? And basically, like, once his bread dried up and all that, and he wasn't helping nobody out like that, they ain't really had no need for him. Now, that could be true as far as like him using his resources for like certain little homies cashing kicks. I've heard him say, like, I gotta help bail homies out, little homies, blah, blah. So I could see where the truth is to that too. You know what I mean? And we all know it's like that in every hood too. Like, whoever the big dude is, they got the bread, you somebody that blow up a lot of time, you'll be the one, you know, doing more than probably what the other homies could do because of your position. That's regular, right? That's not, you not no sucker for doing that. You looking out for your homies, you know what I'm saying? So he also, was going into the fact that Big U and everything. He brought up Big U and saying like he was bullying Wack. You feel me? Now that I can't argue that because I don't know. You feel me? That part I don't know what's the real back. I know what Wack has said. You know what I'm saying? But I also know Big U's reputation, and I could see that possibly. You know what I mean? But I do know dude be saying like Wack been the way he been forever. I done heard some dude that's his enemy. That's why I'm saying I can't just jump on no bandwagon because certain things like I can't ignore when your enemy have admitted what type of person you've been since you was a kid. You know what I'm saying? Or why they was in prison with you. So it's hard for me to just be so biased and ignore that. But to each his own. Whatever the people viewing this, whatever y'all believe. But like I said, I can't say that Big U probably wasn't using some intimidation tactics on Wack and Wack was going for, but I'm not going to say that he was either. You know what I mean? I don't know. You feel me? So that part, that's like up for a debate. You know what I mean? All in all, I just know Wack has admitted like paying for certain things for Big U. You know what I mean? Help putting him in certain positions and all of that. And hey, however their relationship was built from the beginning, that's just going to remain, I guess, mostly a mystery, or he say, she say. Because Wack could be lying about some things. This dude could be lying about some things. Don't know. So now, make sure, because the last one I'm about to get you, that's the big one. You feel me? That's the big one. But I'm trying to make sure there's nothing in between that I missed. You know what I'm saying? Oh, before I get too far, going back to, him not being in his hood and being used for resources and all of that. Now, I do know Wack has stated that he wasn't like on gangbanging time since like the age of 19 or something like that. So I could put that coinciding with the fact that he probably was only playing his part as a person with the resources too, because he had said out his own mouth that he wasn't on no real gang banging time since the age of 19. He in his 40s now, so I ain't gonna lie, that's a short career of banging. Know what I mean? So you probably was only resource, only the guy there to help dudes make bail, get lawyers, whatever the case may be. So I wanted to add that too, to say that could be some more credence to the reason why he wasn't going to his hood that much anymore. You feel me? That could coincide with that, on top of whatever other politics might have been going on. You feel me? So the biggest one of them all, because everything else, I ain't gonna lie, it don't even really matter too much. The CS2 back situation in relation to the Main Street Crips. The whole stutter box ordeal, all that, the thing that everybody been talking about. You know what I'm saying? The thing that everybody been talking about. CS2 back. Now, this dude who claims to be Baby Evil, I gotta say claim, because don't know for sure, that claimed to be Baby Evil from 2 Ps, he claimed that they knew about that back in their hood. You know what I'm saying? Back when this first happened and everything, like before us even on the internet knew about this situation, that back in the hood, they been knew about that. And the fact that he wasn't coming to the hood to answer to like certain big homies and all that was basically making him seem more guilty. That's what Baby Evil was saying, right? Now, if this is true, that they knew about this, he had homies that was asking questions. It was other Main Street. He made it seem like it was other Main Street, like saying like, nah, he had something to do with this. Oh, I forgot. And he said something along the lines of like, you could ask the homie, something about, he said like you could ask the other homies, kind of seeming like as if he had something to do with some homies getting locked up. You know what I'm saying? That's what something he was going with that. Y'all let me know what y'all think. You know what I mean? If I'm misreading that or misheard. But him saying that sound like, one, CS2 back, definitely Wack. You know what I'm saying? Which that is a very close code name for you to be Wack and be the person that they saying got something to do with this. CS2 back, Wack. It do sound close, but one ain't definitive, so I'm not gonna point the finger. Now, like I said, what this dude Baby Evil is saying is true though. I ain't gonna lie, my niggas. That adds more fuel to that fire. You feel me? And he like, yo, you know, the way Wack be up here talking, and you know what I mean, he always bringing dudes like on these different podcasts and everything, and kind of like finesse them, like the whole situation with Loose Cannon, basically like get them so comfortable and to the point that they start talking. Know what I mean? Like Wack could do a little bit of leading the conversation just to try to pull you into it and get you comfortable to talk about whatever you want to talk about. Know what I'm saying? Now, Wack do that. I ain't gonna lie, he that's his tactic. You feel me? But at the end of the day, whoever he bring up there, that's on them niggas to say or not to say. Ain't nobody forcing y'all to say whatever he's saying, because you could easy, even when he bring up certain shit, if you don't want to speak about it, you could say, I don't know what you talking about. He might be looking like at you crazy because you basically making him seem like a liar. But I mean, if you don't want that to be exposed, you better stand on business. I don't care who you are, nigga. Nigga, you bald head, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, we up here saying this, you feel me? And we'll just deal with whatever need to be dealt with after we leave this podcast. But nigga, I ain't tell you to bring this situation up, and I ain't about to sit here and entertain your BS. You could easily say that, but dudes don't be want to say that, because especially like a Loose Cannon, because niggas be actually wanting that extra clout. You feel me? So, and on top of that, himself, Wack100, he do speak on certain topics and certain situations that's like, yo, you is wildin', blood. Like on the set, son be wildin'. You feel me? So I do understand that part. Like I understand that. You know what I mean, when it comes to him talking too much, but he basically saying like, yo, how dude always involved with this and that. You know what I'm saying? But never suffer no consequences himself, but yet people around him be suffering consequences. All right, so that is suspicious. You know what I mean? That is an eyebrow raiser. You feel me? But as far as just saying he CS2 back though, I'm not gonna say that, but I will say just like I already said, and I just gotta say it again just to make this clear. If this dude Baby Evil is, for one, the real Baby Evil that's from 2Ps, and these is all facts that he's speaking, whew, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? He brought up him having the whole badge and everything, where you know the badge that the infamous flip out on live, but he said that badge is one of them badge that you give to somebody that somebody received that's like related or friends or whatever, close to somebody that is an actual cop. Which I don't know about the badge, but I do know people that got like get these cards, and then like a friend of police. I forgot what it say on it, but it's like you kind of like a damn near get out of a ticket free card, kind of. You know what I'm saying? So I do know about that. So maybe in California or whatever, maybe you get a actual badge instead of getting like a card or something. You know what I mean? I don't know, but I remember him showing it down 22 read what it said on it, and it basically was saying something along the lines of he's like a friend of law enforcement, not law enforcement himself. Now, sure, that could bring people to be like, well, why is he friend with law enforcement? And who is that law enforcement friend of his? That remains a mystery, you know what I'm saying? Because it could just be an innocent thing like a family member, or it could be what some people try to insinuate, like, oh, that friend or that badge is because you're too close with the police. Don't know. But Baby Evil bought that badge up, so I'm going to bring it up and speak on it too. You know what I'm saying? So, all in all, like I said, Baby Evil, if this is the real one, let me say that again, has said some damaging things just now. But the whole thing with him not being from the set and all that, for real, I'm not buying that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm for sure not buying. Everything else is debatable. Everything else is debatable. I can't definitively say yes or no to any of that, but to him being a Piru, even though he ain't really welcoming no other hoods from what my knowledge is in. Baby Evil spoke on that, like he spoke about the pop out they had, with Kendrick Lamar and all them, had all the homies out there in Bompton, and a lot of people was saying, hey, Wack, why you wasn't there? You feel me? And Wack had his excuse for that, but now I'm not gonna lie, I'm not ready with that excuse, because once again, back to the hood day thing, he said out his own mouth before, he do not attend hood days for this reason, that reason. I done heard him say this multiple times over the years, but now you at a hood day. You feel me? So I ain't gonna lie, a certain thing that's too contradicting for me to just be comfortable with just going all the way with. But like I said, I'm not gonna say he ain't from the sets, just especially because he was at a hood day. You feel me? You don't just go to people hood day and you ain't from their hood. Like, where they do that at? You know what I'm saying? So that's that one. You know what I mean? That's that one. I don't know if Wack even responded to this interview or anything yet. You know what I mean? If he did, I haven't heard anything about it. Right now, the most trending topic when it comes to Wack is Wack and Max B situation. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see if anything comes out about it. But that's my spill when it comes to this whole situation. I know everybody viewing it got their own opinion. You probably disagree with what I said. You probably agree with some things I say. That's what the comment section for. I don't delete no comments. I don't care what you saying, as long as you ain't like pin no threats or something, which nobody really does. But dude, niggas done violated. I ain't gonna lie, but I violate back and I leave it there. You feel me? I don't do none of that. You know what I mean? I want you to feel free to speak your mind. I don't care if it's against me or not. Like, don't be no kiss ass. You know what I'm saying? Speak your piece. You know what I'm talking about? So with that being said, man, you already know. It's ATM Wavy, aka Mr. OMG. You know it's me in this Wavy's world. Salute to all the surfers for pulling up. I appreciate every single time, and I appreciate I hit that like, that comment, that sub, and holla at the blood. Join the Surfer Nation. We always waiting. Of course, hit that notification bell, and hopefully that thing, when I drop. You know what I'm saying? If not, you feel me? I might just pop up on your feed. You feel me? Don't hesitate to click that. You know what I'm saying? So you already know. It's last but not least. Always look both ways before you cross that street, because you might get hit.
Wavvy. But if the boy tall slick, I'ma blaze some.